What is up, guys? It's your boy Siva Nanite Kakis, and today we have the guide to everything you need to know involving the Outbreak Perfected Exotic Pulse Rifle once you have acquired the normal craftable version. So in this video, we're going to be going over how to beat the 0-hour exotic mission on Legend difficulty. There's actually a completely different route compared to the normal version. On top of that, we have all of the secrets hidden within this exotic mission for this week. So you're going to be able to unlock more perks and more intrinsic perks, as well as the first step in the exotic ship schematic, all in this video. And so let's get started. So, as soon as you've beaten 0-hour on normal difficulty and you're getting your craftable version from Ada 1, again, if you haven't done this, I already put out a guide, check it out, it's linked up above, but as soon as you accept that reward, she's going to immediately give you another exotic quest, Outbreak Refined. The first thing you need to do is collect inert Siva clusters by defeating Fallen in the Cosmodrome. So, very easy place to do this is going to be the bottom lost sector right here, Exodus Garden 2A. Simply head over there and there is a ton of Fallen located within. Now, once you have collected enough clusters, your quest will update, and now you have to toggle the first pair of switches in 0-hour, specifically on Legend difficulty. So, load it up and get moving, because you only have a little over 20 minutes to complete this entire thing. Honestly, Legend 0-hour is no joke, and compared to Legend Whisper, 0-hour is significantly more difficult. Also, the way I'm going to structure this video, we're going to be going over like the secrets as you would come across them while doing the mission. However, guys, keep in mind that you'll probably run out of time if you try to do all the secrets and complete it all in one go on Legend. So you might have to just go do the secrets in one run and then restart and do a fresh run where you're only just trying to complete this as fast as possible. That's what my team had to do. Regardless, after you've cleared out the first couple areas of enemies, right here in this open area, we have the first secret, and this is going to be the first step you need in getting the first piece of the exotic ship. So what you need to do is head up to this upper balcony right here, and then you can access the console. When you do, as you can see, different Siva symbols will appear around this area, and you have to figure out which one to shoot first. Now you can see I shot the wrong one, and so it starts all over again. What you need to do is when you access the console, guys, it's actually going to display the symbol you need to shoot first. So as you can see, when I access this console, I have a certain shape like right in the center of the screen, and I go and actually find, as you can see, the diamond with the exact matching shapes. Then I actually go back to the console and it's going to display the next shape I need to shoot. So I find this one down here, guys, and then obviously the third one is the odd man out. I simply shoot that without needing to check. Then you're going to see sequence accepted in the corner of your screen, and you can continue forward. Now, importantly, you can actually do this ship secret on Legend or normal difficulty. So we're actually doing it on normal, again, because we needed every second possible to do it on Legend. But back to Legend difficulty. Let's talk about those hidden switches you need to find, as well as the brand new route you need to take. So things are going to be the same when you're going through the first 3 areas with ads until you get to this open space here with the parked spaceship. From here, if you go to the front of the spaceship, the actual vent that you would go in on normal is closed. Instead, you need to go up and behind this upper vent here and go a completely different route. So now you're going to drop down into kind of this a large area with one singular bridge in the middle, and importantly, this area is key because if you jump kind of off the bridge to the 4 corners, you can see these like red pipes. These red pipes lead to different objects you can activate. Now, these objects are actually going to activate the silos in the next room. So you can see right here, if I go into this other room, normally if I wouldn't have touched any of these objects, the silo doors are down. But if I go and I activate all of these different objects here in those 4 corners, each one has a corresponding silo. Now, keeping all of this in mind, there's actually a fifth switch that is off by itself in the open right here. And if you interact with this one, you will see actually a kind of debuff appear that says Catalyst Switch Primed, and you only have 30 seconds of this debuff. And what you need to do is make it all the way to the other catalyst switch that is in the silo room. But to access it, you need to open one of these silo doors. And so to do that, here is the exact route you need to take. So jumping to that catalyst switch, you're going to then head to the left. This is the one and only silo door you technically need to activate. However, you can get a teammate to activate like all 4 if you want to first. Then you head over and activate that catalyst switch, and you run to that silo room as fast as possible. You jump up this waterfall here. You can see I use a grapple that's going to make things a lot faster. Jump on top of the number 3 silo door, and then head up here as fast as you can, guys. Into this room, you'll find the other switch you need to activate, and then boom, you will get the Outbreak Refined quest step done. At this point, it's going to simply ask you to complete the 0-hour mission on Legend difficulty. Now again, depending on how long that takes you, you might want to restart, but here's the route you're going to need to take. From that same room with the catalyst switch, there's actually a vent that you need to crawl through. After that, you have this huge open hallway, and you need to jump in these little indents on the side of the wall that are super annoying, and actually even more annoying if you have like something that gives you momentum like a sword, because you'll bounce off of them. But if you or your teammates make it to the other side, they can activate a switch that will actually extend these bridges and help anyone struggling. Not naming names, not like anyone is definitely struggling a little bit on the gameplay. Anyways, you're going to continue forward from there, guys, and then eventually you're going to crawl out of this hole to the outside wall, similar to in normal difficulty. However, you're at a completely different part of the wall. So from this point, you basically need to jump forward. You can kind of barely see where you need to jump, but it's going to be this little like pipe indent right here. And then you're going to do that yet again. So you head in the same direction to another pipe. Eventually, you're going to head to the third pipe, and this one will actually have some stuff above it. So you're going to head up here. After that, you're going to continue heading in the same direction you kind of were heading, but importantly, you have this grate jutting out. The second you touch it, it will actually go away. So you need to like jump on it and then immediately get off to make the jump to this orange pipe. Then you're going to head around the corner, and it's a bunch more of those grates that are going to fall the second you touch them. And some of them just kind of rotate down automatically. It's super fun. Regardless, you're going to complete this jumping puzzle, or you're going to completely cheese it with like a grapple, and then you're going to get to this area with 3 little ledges. So you're probably going to land on that bottom ledge, and then you just jump to the upper one, and then the top one, and from here you will actually see a grate jutting out, and behind it is actually an area you can head into. Once you get inside, there is an exploder shank, so have fun with that. And then you're going to jump down this right here. Now, as you're falling down, you actually need to dodge the objects on the right and then the left. If you hit them at full speed, it's not going to be good. Then you're eventually going to land in this area here. You head up and shoot through this vent, and then head into the vent and jump along these white pipes and make your way forward. Yet some more vent holes to shoot, and then guys, after that, you will actually be back at the like spinning fan section, and from this point forward, it's the same route as normal. However, there is a big difference when you do eventually get to the floor is lava section. So after making your way through Trevor and then getting into the vault area, you have this section where you need to run over these squares in the exact right pattern, or else your entire fire team goes up in flames, aka the floor is lava sequence. Now, in normal, you actually just have a diagram on the wall of the exact route you need to run. On Legend, there is no such thing. Like, we just had to figure it out. And so here is the Legend route for week 1. This route may change in upcoming weeks, but this should be good for the entirety of week 1. So you're going to start in the far left corner and you're going to head forward 2 squares. From here, you're going to head over 3 squares, like one before the far right side. Then you're going to head forward 3 squares, so again, one before the very final front squares, and then you're going to head over to the left 3 squares all the way to the far left, and then you just head forward. And once you're done with the floor is lava sequence, in this room here, we actually have the second half of the ship puzzle that we started earlier. Again, this part can be done on normal, but you can still do it on legend if you're good on time. So if you head up to this monitor, you're going to see a bunch of different symbols that you can use to decipher the exact right order to unlock everything. But who cares about that? Let's just go over what exactly you need to do. So here's the order in which you need to activate these different objects. You run inside this room to the left of that monitor and you activate firstly the one on the front right wall. Then you turn around and activate the one behind it. After that, you head out of this indented room and activate the object outside to the left. Then you head back into the room. This time you go for the back left wall one. You activate that, turn around, activate the opposite side. Then you're going to head out of this room all the way across. You skip one on the outside and activate this far one here. Boom, there you go. That is going to give you a new exotic intrinsic perk for your Outbreak Perfected, as well as the first part of the ship schematics. Now, continuing forward with the mission, specifically on Legend difficulty, the boss fight is going to be the same, like mechanically, but it is just going to be a bit tougher. Bringing stuff like, honestly, the Outbreak Perfected, like it is a fantastic primary weapon in terms of damage output, or something like the Polaris Lance is going to be another fantastic primary weapon that is going to be able to be incredibly ammo efficient. Like absolutely rally and then dump your rockets or linear or special into these guys. But considering you have all of the different servitors as well as like 2 different bosses, really technically, you are going to be expending a lot of ammo. So having an exotic primary that can really dump some damage into these guys is going to be quite helpful. Not to mention, it's actually overcharged pulse rifles on Legend difficulty if you are so inclined to use the Outbreak Perfected. Regardless, guys, once you do eventually take down this boss, then you're going to access that final chest and get really not much. Mainly, that Outbreak Refined quest is going to update. At this point, you're going to head back to Ada 1 and talk to her, and then she will give you the Rapid Hit trait, which I think is a strict upgrade over what the Outbreak originally has, which is Outlaw. Rapid Hit doesn't require kills to activate, so it's just going to massively increase the reload speed and the stability when you are using the Outbreak against more powerful enemies. And then you can go and craft the Outbreak. Now you may be wondering, what about the Catalyst? This was a bit of a weird one. As you can see, when I go to not craft but reforge my existing Outbreak, I can just put on the Catalyst, Disease Vector. Now, I'm not sure if this is because I had it before, but I just had access to this. Like, it never popped up on the screen at any point, so please let me know in the comment section if you didn't have the Catalyst before and now you can put it on. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe beating Legend triggered this. But frankly, it doesn't even matter, because you're going to need to beat the Legend difficulty version to get Ada 1's quest done anyways, right? And so guys, there you have it, everything having to do with the Outbreak Perfected Week 1. I'll see you guys next reset. I hope you enjoyed this video and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus, that is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.